you got like, you're like humming along like that. All right, our next person is Ericka Ivy. So you joined just over a year ago, and you're a single mom, and that was kind of your why, right from the get-go, is you didn't want your daughter to be in daycare. And first of all, talk a little bit about what that felt like to have to take her to daycare, and then what it's been like to not have to take her.
She went to daycare. I mean, I didn't see her home like first year or two. Just dropping her off or have someone else raise her is not a good feeling as a mom, but you know you have to go to work, so what do? You can't leave my home. So now we have the option. She doesn't have to go every day. She can just go when she wants to. So it's totally different. Total 180 from a year ago.
And so you know, your journey started, really you just wanted to try the product. You had a party and then everyone was signing up. And so, you know, you had like 100% success right there. And so your upline was like, hey, you should probably just join. What, was that an easy decision, or you still didn't know what was going on? Or?
I had a first party. Everybody at the party loved it, wanted more. My upline, Kathleen, she said, you already got your 4 loyals, you get your free product. I'm like, oh, okay, let's do it. I get free stuff. I didn't really want to sell something else. I was in that routine in life where you go to work, you pay your bills, and you're just comfortable, you're happy with it. I mean, you're not happy, but you just don't see anything else, right? This is how it's going to be. And so about a couple of weeks after I first signed up, it blew up. I mean, everybody in my entire town wanted a wrap, and it just happened. I mean, I didn't mean for it to, but it did.
So you went to Freedom 2013. Obviously that changed you based on what happened next, but what was special, what was unique, I guess, what kind of was your aha moment at Freedom?
Hearing these stories and people that I can relate to, and I can do this full time and it be my career and my leaving a legacy for my daughter, that's all I wanted. I didn't want to have to rely on anybody else in life except, and nobody else is going to give me that. I have to go get it. So after conference, the day I got home, I quit my job.
So your regular job, what has it done in comparison financially?
Oh, I mean, 3 times what I ever thought I could ever make. I mean, I have so much more freedom now, the freedom to work on my own time, the freedom to spend time with my daughter and not feel like, oh, I'm not getting paid today because I'm not at work. That's an amazing feeling. We were sick for a week and I didn't have to worry about not getting a paycheck. My bills were still going to get paid and we stayed home all week. It's amazing.
What would you say, because I know there's a lot of single moms in here today, what would you say to them specifically on how you balance, how you manage, and really just like obviously your why was your daughter. Talk a little bit about it.
Right. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. And when, as a single mom, you don't think of yourself that way. You just think of it as, I have to do this. No one else is going to do it for me. And that's all I kept thinking, is if I don't do it, who's going to do it? Who's going to help her go to college? Who's going to pay for her first car? Who's going to do? Nobody. I mean, so I would my advice to you, if you're struggling and you feel like you can't quit your job and you have to work all these hours and you don't have time for this business, that's my biggest pet peeve, people that say they don't have time. I had a full-time job and I made time. I was wrapping people on my lunch break, I was wrapping people when I got off. I mean, I was working smarter, not harder. I had to do what I had to do so that I could have this freedom.
We're obviously as a company having extreme growth momentum. What's your goal personally?
My goal is to be ambassador.
Say it out loud.